We're here for the back nine at Oak Quarry. Shot 8 over on the front nine and putted pretty poorly, so hopefully we can turn that around here. This is a par 5 that goes down the hill. We're going to aim just left of that spine in the rocks behind the fairway. The driver stayed hot and I hit that one perfectly. I got good rollout, left myself 206 to the hole. It's playing downhill, so it's probably only playing about 175, 180, but it also has a strong wind directly at my back, so I hit an 8 iron here. I pulled that one a little, but it hit it about pin high and just left of the green. Gives me a good chance to get up and down for a birdie here. A birdie is just what I needed to start the back nine and trying to break 80. Next up is hole 11. It's a downhill par 4 that plays 420. I'm trying to just take this drive out over those bunkers in the middle. Another good drive left me only 72 yards in on this one. And there's another chunky wedge. Ignore my little spasm as I lip out there. I wasn't falling over. I was just close to another birdie.
That one rolled out and hit the edge. So close to a back-to-back birdie. Just clean it up.
I'm extremely happy to have a tap in par after that chunky wedge. Hole 12 is a par 3 that's playing 220 yards, but it's playing straight downwind today. So this is 6 iron. Not the greatest swing, but at least it didn't go into the bad stuff. I caught the little hillside. Tried to use that backstop and let it roll down, but the greens aren't quite as fast as they are normally in the summertime. Next up, we have a 416 yard par 4. I'm taking a driver out. I'd want to be between the tree up the right side and the bunkers straight out in front of me. And unfortunately, I didn't make the best swing here, so I went up the left side of the bunkers, and it's going to be a long way in on a second shot, playing straight into the wind. This shot was 178 yards, and I'm actually hitting a 5 iron here. And another not so great swing. That chip shot's kind of tough there. You can't see it, but there's a big ridge in the middle of the green, and I caught the backside of it, so it shot me a little farther than I want. On a positive, my putting seems to have finally come around and is looking better on the back nine already. Next up is my favorite hole on the course. It's a par 5 that's playing 578 yards downhill, downwind, and it favors a fade. And I hit this one perfect on my line. After a great tee shot, I only have 209 yards to the flag. I'm hitting a 6 iron here, trying to take a little bit off of it. I hit that one great and right on my line. Unfortunately, I hit it a little long. I ended up just off the green, and with a ridge in between me and the hole and blowing that last one by, I decided to try and putt this one to control it a little better. I just gave it way too much respect and left it way too short. Next up, we have a 403-yard par 4. This one's playing right back into the wind, and it plays slightly uphill on the first shot, definitely uphill on the second. This hole always gives me trouble. I'm not sure what happened to the second shot, but it didn't record. I had 163 yards to the pin. I hit a 7 iron thinking that that would be enough, but it did come up a touch short, hit the front. There's a little hill, and it rolled back a touch. Having a tap in for par on this hole, especially in the wind today, feels like stealing a stroke for sure. I'm going to take this one and run. Up next is the signature hole here at Oak Quarry. It's a par 3 across the quarry lakes. It's just a beautiful golf hole. Today it's playing 207 yards to a back left pin location, which is the toughest in my opinion. There's a little bit of a hurting wind and it's moving hard from the left to the right, so I'm hitting a 5 iron today.
Wow. Pretty darn good.
And as you heard, I was happy with that one. Now enjoy a drive of this beautiful golf hole. I was super excited to see that I was about pin high just right of the flag. Anytime you have a chance for a pretty easy par
Take
here,
that.
it's a great day. Hole 17 is a short par 4, plays 340 yards, and it is playing with the wind today, so I'm just aiming up at the green side bunkers up the left. Looking back at it, with the wedges struggling, I probably should have hit something shorter off the tee. I had 59 yards to the pin here. And after chunking that last one a few holes ago, I caught a little too much of this one and hit it pretty deep. I left a little more than I would have liked to keep the par train rolling, but I was able to roll it in, and the better putting on the back nine continues. Hole 18 is a beast of a finishing hole here. It's a 556-yard par 5 that plays uphill the whole way, and it plays dead into that wind. I'm just trying to hit one out left of the bunker, get something to leave myself a good second. I hit that tee shot well, but it only went 245 yards, so I still have a long ways to go. I'm just taking a 3-wood at the corner of the clubhouse. And I pushed another one to the right, so that's going to leave me a tricky third into the green. And you can't see it, but the flag and the green are just over the center of these bunkers. I'm going with an approach wedge from 97 yards, just trying to get it onto the front of the green to the front pin location. I thought I hit that well, and it went straight at it, but it did hit the front of the green and spun back just off the edge. Still not bad into this wind, as you can see on the flag stick. And I'll happily take a tap in par to finish with 5 straight for the round. I ended up with a great back nine, shooting a 1 over 38, but ultimately the goal of breaking 80 fell a little short because of that front nine. If only I'd putted a little better, but that's why we love this game. There's always improvement. On a whole, I'm happy with today. Shooting to 81 in these conditions was not easy, and I'm happy with the way I turned around the back nine after struggling on the front. So the game's moving the right direction. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you can get the alert next time when I attempt to break 80.